A dark-eyed man came swaying down the street like a tightrope walker. You couldn't miss his yellow checked suit or the angle of his bowler hat, as insolent as a cannonball. He was an actor and ballad singer in long-ago London, and he had abandoned his wife and 2 young sons. In past years, not a penny for rent or beefsteaks had he tossed back over his shoulder. He forged 2 achievements in life. First, he would drink himself to death by the age of 37. Second, he would father a genius. Around the corner in the evening shadows often stood an undersized kid as bony as a bicycle. This night he might be selling boats he'd learned to fold out of newspapers. Abandoned by his actor father, he was doomed to hunger and poverty with a young mother slipping in and out of insanity. His name was Charles. Like Houdini freeing himself from a straitjacket, he escaped his ordained captivity in the London slums. When his talents came of age, he began picking through theatrical props. With the sorcery of a Dr. Frankenstein, he assembled another human being. He chose a pair of big patched shoes and pants large enough to fit a baby elephant. A bowler hat? Yes, of course. And why not a bamboo cane for a touch of elegance? His creature needed a distinctive walk. Growing up, he'd been a keen observer of Cockney life around him along the docks and roads of Kennington. Sore feet are always funny. Other people's, he said, recalling a quaint old groom tending a public house, who habitually had sore feet, from whom I learned to walk. He had no similar affection for the low Cockney accent and slum argot he'd picked up on the streets of his childhood, though the comforting sound of the bow bells from a church in Cheapside never entirely dimmed in his ears. He hitched up his shoulders and tried this stroll and that shuffle. It was only when he turned his feet outward, so that each angled off like opposite hands of a clock at 10 past 10, that the shambling walk strolled him into immortality. He glued on a postage stamp of a black mustache, and voila, the little tramp was born. The alter ego transformed Charlie into the most famous comedian and movie star of his century. He kept the world in stitches. Still does. His audience is eternal, captivated by that whirling gust of joy on TV, on tapes and DVDs. Impersonators shuffle along the sidewalks of Hollywood Boulevard to amuse the tourists. Actors imitate him. Look-alike contests were common. Once, during a competition at Grauman's Chinese Theater in Hollywood,